Hi everyone, my name is Perry Zurides. I'm a team instructor with MovNat based in Johannesburg, South Africa. And I wanted to offer you three assisted exercises that can help with improving your mobility and help make the efficiency of the squat get up better for you. At this stage now, if you've read the article and also gone through the initial progression video, hopefully you've been able to improve if you've never done the movement before, but you may still have some areas that you're trying to address. So the first assisted exercise is to use a piece of wood, cut off from a 2x4, or you could use your entire 2x4 depending on what's available to you. And what we're going to look to do here is just to squat with the heels elevated. So in this position, it should help if there's a restriction in your ankle mobility, and just spend some time in this shape. So you can gently rock back and forth. You can add in some reaching, two different positions. Take deep abdominal breaths and slowly start to lower the height over time until you can get to a more comfortable flat-footed squat. The base of support can vary, where you have a very narrow base of support with the feet touching, or you can go a bit wider. However, you don't want to start now going into more of a, like I say, a power squat with the feet and the knees too wide. So try and work on a narrow base of support. Secondly, would use an object like a kettlebell. If you don't have a kettlebell available to you, a medicine ball, even a dumbbell, or even just a light natural object like a piece of wood or a rock is also fine. And here we're going to use the object as a counterbalance in front of us to help with the stability on the bottom point of the squat, and also feel the appropriate amount of tension that we need. So a lot of times people try and come up into the squat, in the squat get-up, and they're either too passive, too loose, or they're over tense. So this is one way that you can work on the correct tension that's needed. You can allow the arms to rest on the knees if you want to, and just change position lightly with the object that you're holding. You don't have to spend too long here, so you can take about 5 to 10 deep breaths, gently rocking, breathing, shifting, and then safely placing the object down. The last movement that you could use, and this ties in somewhat with the kettlebell or the weighted object in front of you, is to use something like a suspension trainer and also get into the bottom of the squat. So it all depends on what's available to you. Here, once we're in the deep part of the squat, try and keep the feet closer together. So if not touching, then slightly split. And again, spend time in that shape, shifting back and forth. Make sure you keep breathing to help improve the mobility as much as possible. Just because you do these three movements, don't suddenly jump back in to doing the squat get-up. So allow your body some time to adapt to these progressions. Three of the big inefficiencies that we'll see. First one will be around the knees collapsing in. So as people are looking to come up, feet are too far out, and then the knees collapse and fall straight onto the back. So other than the injury that you can cause to the hips and the spine, the other issue is around excessive pressure on the knees, and we want to watch what pressure is placed on the ligaments and tendons. So the previous drills that we did, the line of how the leg folds is really important. We're not doing anything in this position and holding it for long periods. We're trying to apply our whole body weight. So it's really important to work on that mobility, and that as you improve, the lines get neater and straighter so that the knees track over the toes. Second major inefficiency is around people kicking over too far, and even though the amplitude of the rock can increase, it might be also that you're holding an object. You don't want to rock back too far onto your neck and head. Okay. While you can use reaching drills to roll over the shoulder, I'm avoiding pressure onto the neck and avoiding pressure onto the head. So that's inefficiency number 2, is rocking back too far and collapsing on yourself. Last major inefficiency is using the hands too much. Even though you could use the hands of moving from an inverted crawl and rocking back and forth in a squat as either part of a warm-up or to help your mobility, you don't want to be pressing or throwing your hands down onto the ground to help you to get up. So if you're having to use your arms so much to help you to get up, then there's other areas that one needs to work on. So it's important to build the mobility, to increase the momentum that you can get to position yourself into the squat and avoid using the hands. So I hope those help and look forward to hearing and seeing your progressions as well as your improvements.